Hey everybody, MAPkiller here. Today we're going to be doing a Quake Championships beta. Just a little review. I played it on PC just recently, and I just wanted to kind of, give me my overall, would I recommend this game? Let's see. We're going to find out right now, because I'm going to tell you. Play control. It seems to play real similar to the original, which is a very good thing. That's what you want. You're making a game that was beloved in PC shooting ranges for a long time, so you're going to have it to play 60 frames per second. It's going to be fast. It's going to be carnage. Just the craziest first-person shooter action you can have. That's what Quake is. Really fast-paced, fun, pretty much overall. There's no, you're not going to hide behind rocks in this game like in most of these Call of Duty, clone type games where, your health just gets regenerated after a minute and you're good. No, not in here. You got to find your health packs. You got to find your shields. You got 150 health, you got 125 shield. If you run out, you're dead. Very simple, very simple. There is no hiding. You hide, you can say they're hiding all day. You're still low health. Someone's still going to kill you. Which is my preference for first-person shooters. Always has been. I mean, that's where first-person shooters started. I thought they should have stayed there, but they had to make it easier for the people to play nowadays. I understand, I guess, but let's go back to the original stuff, people. All right, there's a quad damage pop-up power-up that pops up. Like I think it comes up once a match, possibly twice. I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think it pops up just once. But comes up and you're pretty much you could just wreck everybody. One shot, of course, with snipers to the foot. You're sniping them. One shot with the quad damage. Pistols, may take 3 or 4 shots, but, pistols are weak as heck. You could take 10 shots at people with Quake sometimes and not kill them with a pistol. I think it does 9 damage, some of those guns. The auto rifle's about the same. You're going to need a couple bursts, but that quad damage is going to do some damage. It's a really good power-up to get. Mid-match, you get, you're down a little bit. Grab you a quad power-up. That'll give you maybe what it'll take for you to get back up there, because that's what it's about, being number 1 at the end of the match, for sure. Guns. Alright, the gun feels, at least the ones that I've tried, I don't know if that's going to be the whole arsenal. Probably not. They're probably holding some back that you haven't really got a chance to use. I mean, I'm hoping they are, because there wasn't that many guns that I saw. I didn't play every character, so, but the guns just lay out on a track. If you didn't know, like, they're out in the world. You all start with the same gun, which is like a little hand cannon or something, and you have to find your guns. You got rocket launchers, you got snipers, you got auto rifle type deals, you got pistols, and of course you got the shotgun, the big double barrel too, the crazy super shotgun. You always gotta have that in a Doom/Quake game for sure. When you're aiming, aims feel pretty good. Damage indicators will pop up above their heads. Like if you hit 20 damage, 50 damage, it tells you the exact amount of damage you hit every time. So there's no guessing. They only got 150 health, and a 125 shield. So if you hit all that off, they're dead. There's no guessing on the damage you're giving them. Some guns will allow you to aim down the sights. Snipers and some of the rifles let you do it, but most of them are just exactly how you get them. That's how you aim it. That's what you work with. Some people might not like that, but I think it adds to the gameplay variety, because you're not always looking hard scope. You're not always having to do that at corners. Please, let's not all hard scope the corners. The modes. There were 5 modes available in the beta that I played. You had your basic single player deathmatch, which was you versus 7 other people, so 8 people. You had the team deathmatch, which was 4 on 4, still 8 people, but team deathmatch was good. I like the single player a little better. It had the 2-player duel, which is just you 1-on-1, you versus someone else. So if you get real mad at someone in team deathmatch, this is where you go to settle your scores, get that stuff done 1-on-1 like men. No other people shooting, nothing. That's it. That's how you find out who's better, I guess, in this mode, the duel mode. And then you had the sacrifice mode, which it was just capture the flag. You get an orb, bring it to a point, sit at the point, and then you guard the point to get your points. That's all it was. Pretty much capture the flag with a different name, because they can't just call it capture the flag. That would be too easy. But anyways, finally they had the custom game modes, which is like any custom. You could pick and choose guns, pick and choose time limits, pick and choose levels, pick and choose game modes, and just play with your friends in a private match. So you don't have to have all these other people in it. Maybe you got 8 people already. Maybe you're doing a LAN party. You're having fun one night. You can set it up like that, which is always a must in any PC game, obviously. My favorite of all the modes, as I said a minute ago, definitely the single player, old school deathmatch. Run around, kill people. Don't worry about teams. You worry about if you see them, you shoot them. Hits the spot every time, I'm telling you. Latency. Latency is definitely an issue in all games nowadays, especially these multiplayer games with lots of people, lots of PCs, and lots of consoles or whatever, running these suckers. Now, I haven't played on console, so I cannot, can't tell you about that experience on latency at all. It might be completely different. I got a pretty, nice internet connection, pretty nice PC. I don't know if I'm sure I'm not close to the servers because they're now on they're on the East Coast usually. But a lot of times they will have they can have private servers and stuff in these kind of games. So there might be in the long run there will be servers around to play. But overall, it was nice. I mean, the experience was pretty, and it wasn't too. I didn't see much lag at all. I did see some late hit registration, a little bit, not much. I've seen a lot more in games that have been out for 3 years. That's all I'm saying. No names there. But and you got I occasionally got hit behind the wall, so there might be a tick rate, a little bit of a tick rate issue. Maybe it needs to be a little faster, but it's a beta. I mean, I'm sure by release, if they want this to be an esports game, which I'm sure they're going to push for, they're going to have to fix the tick rates and fix any problems like that. Definitely. It had slow load times. Okay, I don't know if that was latency or not, but the load times were really slow, or that's beta or not either. Maybe they will speed up the load times, but I was waiting 3, 4, 5 minutes in between matches sometimes. It would the clock would start here, 2 minutes. It would jump up when it got to the end, just to find the players. Maybe, just because of the beta. I don't know. Hopefully they fix that. They need to fix that because that was the one qualm or issue I would definitely have about this game. But definitely the one issue would be the load times. Overall, I think I would definitely recommend this Quake game as is right now, as in the beta. We'll see, later on when it comes out. Maybe I'll do another review and see if it was really worth, your time in the long run, or, whether, the beta or the real game plays better. We'll see. Hopefully they usually do play a little better. So I'm thinking it's definitely gonna be probably a purchase game, in the, for FPS lover for sure. You're probably gonna want to pick this one up. Well, thanks for joining me today. I have been MAPkiller, founder of the First Person Shooters Veteran Destiny Clan, and proud member of the Player 2 podcast. Our podcasts are Fridays at 8. Make sure y'all join us. We talk games. If you like that, get in the chat. We'll talk with you right back and forth. I mean, we don't play around. I mean, that's how we do it. Get in the chat, and you can talk games with us at Player 2. We're always there for you there.